Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very elder.
Tall. Too small.
So nice to wear.
I guess.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pod Lead'em. That's Top Model Podcast, spelled backwards. I'm JW Crump, and come on, Annalie, deliver.
I'm Alexander Price, and I could do crying. No, that's ugly. I'm gonna stop.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and stuck in Notre Dame, cannot come out, hump on the back, beautiful spirit, but nobody knows.
I like that our quotes that time got longer. Like a little pyramid. Hello, everyone. We are Pod Lead'em, and this is Cycle 11, Episode 6, the Fierce Awards. Erroneous title. Can't stand it. And my alternate title, I think, would actually maybe be the true title of, like, Cycle's Your, which is The Girl Who is Very Smart But Not Exciting. I had a sentence with girl in it twice. It was so easy.
And if you're smart and exciting, you should go to anchor.fm/podleadem and become a subscriber. Become part of the Lead'em Pod, as we've now coined it. Thank you.
We didn't coin it.
I mean, it's been coined as it's been blessed as such.
We graciously accepted the moniker.
That's exactly right.
You can support us for as little as 99 cents a month. Also, for those of you who do support us, there was a anchor.fm/glitch around
theory.
podcast conspiracy theory that I think had to do with leap year and that Anchor was not prepared. So if you think you've supported us, just do a little check. You know who you are. I don't need to call out names. Just do a little check that you still want to be in that Lead'em Pod.
Yeah, and some of you may have also stopped supporting us organically, and that's also great.
Yeah,
All choices are great.
Oh, that is fine. I just want to
Absolutely.
throw it out to you to make sure that if you want to keep supporting your favorite podcast on planet Earth, you are.
Who amongst us has not been caught unawares by Leap Day?
Yes.
Honestly, very true. Okay, do either of you have previously owned notes? And I asked that because I don't, and I was so excited by the first thing in the episode proper.
I have one previously on.
Okay, great.
Which is that this might be our first fully accurate previously ever. In the final summation, Clark had confidence to spare, but couldn't back it up with a winning photo. This is actually what happened.
I mean, that is true. I will say, though, in rebuke of Paulina and Marjorie, it says Marjorie lacked confidence. You know, what Sheena said?
Once again, more accurate than even the episode that it was
Yes,
referencing.
very true.
I like to imagine maybe Sheena got in there and was like, I'll write the copy for this one. Thank goodness. Okay, so on their kitchen counter, they have one of the top model Barbie dolls in the full package. So I bought this full Barbie knockoff that was top model. The contestant's name is Sienna, a contestant name we never use. And
Shocking.
Is yet perfect.
It is also, yeah, exactly. The picture perfect fake top model name. And they had the doll just like in full package. I don't know if it was open or not, but
Maybe they got it for something that we didn't see.
Absolutely. Or maybe it was just like it did just release and they just put it in the house somewhere, which is also just like, hey, look, some organic advertisement. But I was like, I'm almost so glad that it was really part of ANTM, because since you never hear about it, part of me was like, oh, this is some weird knockoff thing.
Sure.
Just stole the logo, blah, blah, blah. But no, canon.
Tyra has rubbed off on Sam because Sam has now taken over the imitates European accent captions crunch.
We need to talk about, in the long history of top model breakfasts, Sam making one pancake in a dirty pan.
I would even describe it as a skillet. It was a deep
and
pan.
The shaking you know how you shake a pancake? No, you don't. So many questions.
Did you have more problem with the singular pancake or salad in a soup pot with tofu?
I want a salad with tofu.
in this giant, like, old Stregonona pasta pot.
I love how consistent top model contestants are about not using the proper container for any of their foods.
Because everything is fucking filthy.
So dirty. Absolutely. But again, to get back to the Sam accent thing, this is just the seedlet of what will grow. So get ready right now because Sam is just trying out her comedy sports characters.
That are all kind of the same.
It's just Sam with like an accent.
I go on a real journey with the feud that is getting planted and watered and fertilized at the top of this episode. And here's the thing. It's the base of the argument that I really can't handle. What I really can't handle is I wasn't allowed to express my emotions. You don't do that in Europe. Because I'm sorry, the country of Italy would like to rebut.
And we learn about Alina that this is also confusing. It's clearly an SSR situation because Alina says she had a very controlling Russian mother. Alina was born in Ukraine. So either Alina thinks that Ukraine should be part of Russia, or there's just an SSR situation.
Do you guys remember? Okay, this reminds me of Captain Planet, and I'll explain.
Yes. I already know. I'm there.
You're here, but for those of you who do not know, and maybe Hannah does not know, in the opening credits, they used to list off the names of the Planeteers and where they were from. And it was like mostly continent. So it'd be like Guy from Asia. It'd be very general, right? Even in the show, I think they identified her more specifically.
Wasn't Wheeler from New York?
No, Wheeler was from North America. They say North America. Okay. I looked this up to make sure I'm not about to misquote Captain Planet because
you would never.
A Ted Turner fever dream from start to finish. And Linka was from originally the Soviet Union. That's how she was credited. In later seasons, they go, and Linka from Eastern Europe. And I was like, you could tell the exact moment they're like, we got to re-record this whole thing now.
I have a lot of sympathy for the general storyline. I grew up with a controlling, cold mother who told me I was not allowed to express my emotions. Yep. That is a very clear storyline. I have a lot of sympathy for it. Just leave the entire continent out of it. That's my one beef.
It's just a generalization where almost in any argument, you should talk about your own personal specifics.
Absolutely, yes.
I think that's just always a helpful thing in general. But she's got Marjorie, in Lena's defense, she's got Marjorie right there being like, yes,
honestly,
absolutely.
I blame Paulina. I blame Paulina for this. Sorry, Paulina.
I also blame Paulina as the fire starter of the situation, but then has like created the kindling of Marjorie to just like, and I see Marjorie like with a spit, like, Alina, aren't you European too? Anyways, Lauren Bree is doing light cleaning.
I love Lauren Bree doing what I would be doing, just walking around with the trash can, putting trash away. But this is such early Lauren Bree in a way that you're like, well, you're going home.
Oh, you talk?
She talks through this episode, and we get all the personality we've been missing. We get crammed in our face over the course of this episode.
Oh, my Lord. Sheena's obviously still a goddess when she says Lauren Bree is a smart girl, but not an exciting girl.
And I love that she said specifically a very smart girl. Lauren Bree's a genius.
I can't wait to get Sheena's tight 15 on Lauren Bree.
Oh, my Lord. How did we feel about this very soft bullying happening as we suntanned?
I just have a question for both of you. Do you think Anneli will go abroad?
I think it's very ballsy of Anneli to be like, I know this is happening, and I'm going to have the gentlest confrontation while we're all lying in the sun. I'm just going to bring it to the surface, chomp on my little Tootsie Pop, and see where the day takes me.
Yeah, I do think she has like the bravery to do that. But right before they answer, she's like, you don't need to make them answer. Like, I think Anneli was like, wait, do I want to hear this? Because Alina is not going to hold back.
Yes, but once again, Marjorie is there like, what did you say? She's a little fucking shit stirrer.
Marjorie is, and I gotta be honest, that's my favorite version of Marjorie, who's just over here like, I think they said this, and then flies away like a little hummingbird.
Clarifying to the worst possible meaning.
Exactly. like such a vocabulary for summaries of any mean comment that could happen.
We've talked about Alina's tattoo placement before, right? Because it cracks me up every single time.
Oh my God.
Every single time I see a voice for those who can't speak, I picture that voice coming out of her belly button because that's where the tattoo is.
Like those old Venus shaver commercials.
Yes, exactly like that.
Oh, I imagine, where you like create a top hat on the top and you're like Abraham Lincoln with your belly.
Oh, we have a lot of fun belly button stuff in our culture. That's what I'm saying.
Who else? I can't be the only one that wrote, oh, so we're not getting a Tyra mail and no winning photo?
I wrote that as well, yes.
Head into the most Tyra mail we've ever gotten.
Okay.
Woof,
Y'all. Actually, one thing I do want to mention before this, is it's interesting when they were listing the people that Annalie thinks is successful, right? Which is McKee, Alina, Marjorie, and Lauren Bree, which to be fair, right now, as they probably are your presumed top 4. And I think it's funny that they only show photos from the bathing suit shot, because I was like, well, yeah, that was a time all 4 of them were across the board pretty good. You can't do that for any other photo shoot. But now, please, let's get to this real life Tyra mail.
Oh.
So they arrive at a photo studio
With the jammingest music.
where they go into the dressing room.
Sure.
And they discover an old school Tyra mail. Envelope, open me, Tyra
Classic
mail.
gold.
8.5 by 11, glossy photo.
Mm-hmm.
They open it up. There's just a Tyra picture. Then Tyra emerges into the room with another Tyra mail
That she has to open.
that she opens and reads the longest Tyra mail in history.
Question.
Yes.
When Tyra, postal worker, opens a Tyra mail, is that a federal crime?
Yes.
We need to talk about that. Where's the postman with the postman's patch to let us know if this is... I just think it's so interesting how theoretically this is world breaking.
Yes.
Right? Like Tyra giving a Tyra mail, reading it herself, and there was something so bizarre that my brain actually couldn't process it when Tyra said out loud, love
Tyra.
And then yet also there's still more Tyra mail that Samantha has to
Oh my
read.
God. The phrase, oh, there's another mail.
That was handwritten. We've never had a handwritten Tyra mail before.
Also,
This was so
Captions
weird.
Crunch had to make a spelling choice when Tyra, in order to rhyme style with child, said child in her patented Tyra way.
The way they spelled it.
CHIL apostrophe.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not what I
That's
thought.
apostrophizing.
Children? Like, it's like... But the times I've seen that spelled, it's CHILE.
Yes.
correct.
And I
Uh-huh.
would have even given it to him because they really wanted you to know she was rhyming it with style. It was CHYLE. I would have been like, we're having fun.
Would have been bizarre, but would have accepted it. Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
So weird.
I had a different captions crunch in this poem because she says, y'all be thanking Miss Tyra. The caption says, y'all be faking Miss Tyra.
Yeah, mine said you'll be faking.
That's what I'm saying. This broke the world of Top Model. The captions were crunching in on themselves. Two separate
Inception
realities
style.
now Two separate realities now exist. Anyway, they put on some like leotards, essentially, right? Like tights and tops.
I thought these black dresses were not terrible. I thought they were cute.
Oh, that's what they were. They were little
Little
black
black
dresses. Yeah.
It was like something I probably almost definitely bought at American Apparel for 28
Yeah.
bucks that was made
Mhm.
for two, but it doesn't look bad.
It felt like it could roll up.
When the models enter, Jim DeYonker is photographing Tyra and saying, nice, give me strong, nice, good, good, nice, strong, nice, good, perfect.
What
I
a waste
mean-
of sweet Jimmy D.
Such a fucking waste.
Yes, for now. When he stands next to Tyra later, wasn't mad. Wasn't mad. I just am glad Jimmy D is like here again.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, does anyone know what Giselle is known for?
Y'all. I'm so glad she quickly answered this herself because nobody would have said this.
No!
That back.
Well, this is, I mean, even for top model, what we're calling a pose, my brain just could not compute.
No.
This is this season's version of your personal style.
Yeah.
So instead of the Maxinistas of the past, we are now going to get just, some
Which
of
evolves
these.
into their brand.
Well, even
Truly.
Tyra,
Yeah.
even referencing, without saying smize, because somehow we're still not there
How?
yet,
So close.
says that it's what she does no matter what pose she's doing.
So it seems like it's not a signature pose.
Yeah, it sounds like that's just what your eyes might naturally do at this point.
Although it's hard to tell in this challenge because she is wearing shoe polish on her face. The smokiest eye of all time.
Her whole look. What is this cincher on the outside?
So what's going to happen is they're going to take 20 total pictures each, 10 on their own, and then they're going to get to look at them. Tyra's going to coach them, and then they get to take 10 more. And theoretically, it should improve.
Oh my god,
Oh
these pictures.
my God.
But I'm setting the precedent right now that this is not Jimmy DeYonker's fault. This is the worst photo shoot in the history of Top Model. This is the worst photo shoot.
This is a bummer for me because, and Lord knows we've gone through our ups and downs with Tyra, but I usually feel like I can rely on her to give good, solid modeling tips. Every time we've seen her photograph them or coach them on a photo shoot, it has always yielded good results.
Mm-hmm.
And I even feel like a lot of the things that she says to them should yield good results, and yet doesn't. Almost not once.
No, not a single photo that is taken is a good photo.
No. And some of them are drastically worse.
Yeah.
These are like how you make fun of modeling. A lot of these photos.
Especially like avant-garde modeling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because this is going to be full body, we should say as well. And we start with Anna Lee, who has to say, like, I guess my thing's ice skating. And Tyra, out of nowhere, is like, oh, great, rebel ice skater. And I'm like, that's not what Anna Lee said, or is. I would say Anna Lee probably follows the rules of ice skating to a T.
Yeah. And then the shade of Tyra saying, I give her a 7.
Can I just say right now, I appreciated a little bit, the tiniest bit that Tyra tried to make like, this is how I think scoring works. I'm going to shout out my friend Anne-Marie, who I know at least Alexander knows. Hannah, you might know Anne-Marie too. I think you'd remember if you saw her.
You would also get along very well with Anne-Marie.
Absolutely. Such a wonderful person, such a wonderful comedian. And she is a very talented ice skater. And she has told me in the past, this is not how scoring works, to the point that she's written it into sketches before. And like that I've been a part of. And it's like my favorite joke of now, anytime someone does that, I'm just like, that's not how ice skating scoring works.
That's not how any fucking scoring works.
Can't you just picture, though, Tyra at the Olympics, sneaking, pulling up a chair at the judges' table, having a placard that says Model Land.
Yes.
The representative from Model Land gives a...
And she has only a 7.
A smizety too? What is this, Tyra?
This really makes me want to go into a tangent.
Do it.
But I'm not going to go into it. It's fine.
Okay.
Watch Holy Moly. That's all I'll say.
Gotcha. Absolutely. McKee is... we're reminded that McKee's original deal was being a boxer.
Except, I'm going to argue that that's not what Tyra coaches her to be so much as just got slapped.
I was about to say failing boxer is what she really is here.
But also, it's not her thing. They say it and then they go away from it, right? Because that's not a fun, quippy little thing that it could be. So it's neck. McKee has a very strong neck game.
And Tyra gave her that strength.
Mm-hmm. Sam actually sort of kind of has a thing that she's just been told. So she comes in real hard with like, I was actively listening last judging and you said my hands, here's my hands.
My hands that saved me.
And then she does literally what she did in the half water eyes shot again.
Swirls
And I'm just
the air.
Yep. And I'm going to say right now, Sam's final product
Oh.
shot is one of the worst.
It's insane. I had to stop and bring it back just to confirm how bananas that photo was.
For the most part, Tyra's making these women worse models.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
For
Sam's
sure.
doing fine.
Lauren Brie comes up and basically is like, can my signature pose be good model?
When she goes, I do me awkward. It's not like awkward. Can that be my thing? And Tyra's like, no, that's going to be Marjorie's thing. Don't take it from her.
And then she makes her a surfer.
You're blonde?
Surfer chick.
Has she ever mentioned that?
No,
That is
absolutely not.
so weird. And then we get another great Sheena who just hates Lauren Brie at this point.
Sheena is done with Lauren Brie.
Her personality is like the color of her hair. She's translucent. She's bland.
Perfect.
I love that Sheena is making her own Sheena 2 list. Translucent, bland. Well, you get it.
Poor Sheena is up next.
Oh, okay.
This poor woman has been so gaslit by these judges because she comes up and she's just like, whatever the opposite of hoochie is what I want to do.
Well, I love when she catches herself. She's like, the judges have been calling me, addressing me
I love that.
Mhm.
as hooch.
And I think she specifically said as a hooch.
Yep.
And there's something so, I have never heard the word hooch and hoochie used so much in my life.
in so many different word forms.
Yeah. We have a whole movie called Turner and Hooch, and I don't think they use the word this much.
Sheena gets cultural dance. And
Which-
then Tyra
Yeah.
makes her do African dancing, which Sheena actually kind of does. Then Tyra says, well, that's too hoochie club dancing. No. I think, my theory, Tyra still thinks Sheena is half black.
Yeah, it's like she's just convinced herself that she's Kimora Lee at this
Yes.
point. Like, it's the oddest thing. Now, do I prefer Samantha's description of Sheena? Yes. Because when Samantha thinks of Sheena, she thinks of, quote, boobs, butts, just everything flying everywhere.
She's not Robin.
Just constantly. Yeah, the air to the up and down and round,
Round
and
and
round.
But truly, though, Sheena's thing is fluid. Sheena's just really fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Which we'll get more of next episode for sure. But that's her thing. Is she is that kind of model? She's never going to be a stiff model.
No.
Here's a question. Was Kia contracted for the day just to give Jocelyn a ponytail?
What was that?
She's this. Like we always see her as just like a master weave person,
Yeah.
right? Like she's usually here just it feels like on the
For
makeover
makeovers.
episodes. And I don't feel like I've ever seen her in hair and makeup before beyond that, except maybe here and there in older seasons. Why
She must be Tyra's
why
hair
was
person.
she here?
I don't know.
She's Tyra's hair person.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So I think
Hmm.
Tyra just made her do another hair job that was not in her job description.
Also, why did Jocelyn need this done?
Why couldn't Jocelyn put her hair in a ponytail?
No, it's not that. It's just like, why did her hair even have to
How-
be in a ponytail?
How is this helpful?
Yeah.
Because her signature pose is profile, and somewhere Nick wept.
Absolutely. Also, before Jocelyn gets assigned profile out of nowhere, she says her signature style is wide.
Which is not a lie.
It's not a lie, but
No.
Tyra will not have that.
Well,
Because, Jocelyn wanted to be like, fierce?
Johnson would be like, lean.
I feel like likable? Is that a thing?
Is that a beard
well,
pose?
she takes up the frame. She's yeah,
Yeah.
but nope. Profile for you, Jocelyn.
And also Tyra says basically like she's not as beautiful head on. And I'm like, I disagree. We've had
Her
plenty of
pictures
photos.
disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we start the narrative in this episode that Jocelyn isn't pretty,
Uh,
which
has never been her storyline.
what?
We've never had a cycle where the judges can't remember what happened 3 weeks ago. People change on, and Lauren Bree's getting this too. Like
Yeah.
Lauren Bree's initial portfolio should have saved her until honestly top 6, in my
Yes.
opinion. Like even if she had the worst week ever, but none of this matters to me because Alina comes up and gets
And Tyra doesn't even ask
doesn't even ask, and she gets top model of the world.
because she wants to be famous. Huh?
Alina has become Tyra's project.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the girl who Tyra can break down the most.
Mm-hmm.
And thus has to be constantly built up and brought back down and built up and brought back down.
And Alina's final shot looks like she's playing putt-putt.
I said croquet realness.
Yay!
Alina doesn't know what to do with her arms ever.
They're heavy because of that tattoo. There's a little bit. My tattoo arm has
to be
more
fair,
weight, doesn't
she's
yours?
constantly wearing 20 rings. So
Well,
She's a jewelry girl this cycle.
Yeah.
She's a jewelry girl.
and the coup de grace of Marjorie. I feel like mine is Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yes. Yes.
And then Tyra yelling out plot points from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
please give me the Tyra summarizes classic literature series.
Yes.
Can someone start this Twitter account, please?
You know she's Red White Fang.
This, though, is so her trying to prove that she read the book and not just saw the Disney movie.
He's so sad. He's in there. The bells are ringing. Bong, bong, bong.
bong, bong.
I love the idea that, like, Marjorie is not the hunchback. The hunchback is inside Marjorie.
She is
controlling
Notre
her
Dame.
like a puppet.
Oh, yeah, she's the tower. She's the bell tower. And then after she gets her feedback, which is basically like, hey, you're hunching too much. Then Tyra screams at a human being living on this planet. Now you're a hunchback of Notre Dame that's modeling. Crazy energy.
How she resisted the urge to say quasi model. I'll never know.
But I'm so glad you didn't, Hannah. She didn't know that reference.
No.
Also,
way
that's
too
I know
deep.
how she resisted too much.
Do we think this became a challenge because Tyra said that this was a challenge, as though it was a challenge for these women to model?
I think, and we'll see it a little bit more in the next episode, and but I'll plant the seed of a point,
Okay.
like a little point tree. I'm gonna grow.
A point
I
setter?
think this cycle
Ooh.
just had a lower budget for some reason, and I think
Yeah.
a lot of teaches became challenges, and to me, it comes across more like it was planned to be this way. But when they're the same thing, there is no fun transition. It's just the announcement that it was a challenge.
Well, and it was supposed to be very dramatic.
Yeah.
This is a challenge.
Wow.
The ADR has never been so whispery and fast.
Yeah.
This was a challenge. And the winner in Someone Show Picks will get some beautiful, beautiful diamonds.
And they only
Not
have
those
one
ugly
shot.
diamonds.
They only have one shot of Marjorie looking like nonplussed about it. So it doesn't even look like anything was announced.
Well, and also, Tyra goes out of her way to make everyone else feel like absolute shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Every single one of you saw the magic that happened.
It seemed like they couldn't cut around some people being like, "Oh."
I also noticed we didn't get feedback from Jimmy D because I wonder if he disagreed.
Yeah.
Also, he's back. He looking fit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
The
Give
hair's
me-
working.
Yeah, the hair has been fixed.
Yeah, the hair it grew out. It's a bad.
Mhm.
It was a bad haircut. We're back to where I feel comfortable and safe, which is a world where Jimmy D is rocking.
So Marjorie wins, and finally letting Marjorie barnacle herself pays off for Annalie.
Yeah, absolutely. Annalie's going to end up receiving the best thing in her entire life up until this point.
My God.
And here we get a funny Lauren Bree thing where she's like, yeah, they're like the little couple at the house. And I'm like, ooh, shady Lauren Bree. Where's this? Where's this all coming from?
So they go to Raffinity.
Raffinity Diamonds with Anne Mangini, who, as soon as they walk in, flings her arms up into the air like she's on a roller coaster. I attempted to do a deep dive on Raffinity Diamonds and Anne Mangini,
Oh,
but it was a very shallow pool.
good.
Oh, okay.
Raffinity Jewelry is now closed.
Oh,
There is a different Raffinity Jewelry that is
Oh.
open, but this one closed. Anne Mangini now has a PR company,
okay.
but the most prominent thing I could find was that in 2010, Mariah Carey wore Raffinity earrings on the Golden Globes red carpet.
Oh. You know what I found about Anne Raffinity? Or Anne Raffinity?
Anne Raffinity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ranfinity.
Ranfinity. She sent her son's senior class photo on SpaceX for some reason.
Huh. I mean, Anne's the kind of person that, like, for this small amount of screen time is what I want, which is
Sure.
just which is just real cookie fun energy for a little bit.
Enthused.
And I love that apparently Raffinity's whole thing is like diamonds that are in the actual shape of things you recognize, because we get a hard close up on a spider diamond, and somewhere Eva's like, no.
I love her being like, oh, you want that one? Too bad. That's too expensive.
Yeah. Oh, you want this draping huge like sheet of diamonds? No.
I wish I had seen this coming. Because
What a great day for Annalie.
too
What a great
perfect, too perfect to be believed. But Annalie, who describes herself as not really a jewelry girl, winds up with a diamond peace sign in 18-karat gold worth $3,200.
And when she hears that number, she gives the cutest little like, and I imagine that it just wasn't loud enough that she actually went, yo. Like, yeah. But I'm like, of course, like, as soon as her eyes landed on that, she was like, I am not leaving
Without
this jewelry
that.
shop.
You know what? I appreciate Annalie. Annalie is the type of friend who it is easy to shop for.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. You know, if it's got a peace sign on it, she's like, great, love it. She drives a Mercedes because it's close. And then I also think the thing that Marjorie got is pretty. It is very bold for Marjorie's normal look, because it is just a square of diamonds.
Well, she is a square. So
I liked it. I would wear that.
it was fine.
Those
Yeah.
are pretty. All the jewelry is always very pretty.
They come home just in time for a Tyra mail.
This is probably, if we're going to judge the Tyra Mel photos, one of the better ones. I think it's weird that the bag is slipping down her legs.
Why is there jungle drums? And that's what the captions say, behind Tyra in this picture.
I don't know.
I
And
don't
they
know.
use that sound cue more and more to the point that it becomes not notable when it happens after a while.
Maybe they
It's
traded in the
weird.
didgeridoo.
Oh. We finally do get to see Sam's picture and the 3 things. And this starts a new tradition where they say, great face and body and lovely. Great. And then in the middle, exquisite with Miss J credited as saying it, because they were like, we're making sure that people know that Miss J said that and not like Paulina.
Do you think they went to Miss J for spelling?
Oh, sure. But I do think it's funny that these quotes are already like not important at all to the photo. Like, of course it's a great face and body, and lovely's the most general thing you can do, and also doesn't really describe this photo.
I don't
No.
remember hearing Miss J say excursion.
I don't think any of these things are technically said.
I mean, Miss J has said it.
Yeah.
Technically, it's not the lie of the technical truth is strong.
Maybe they just like the team that's working on these photos just takes a list of everything that's ever been said and was like, well, technically we can put it in quotations if they've ever said it.
If this whole episode was brought to us by Mad Libs, I would not be shocked.
Yeah.
Mm.
My word is the brief, finally.
I guess mine would be classic hands. I don't know.
Yes.
I was actually going to say best hands in the biz.
So we head to the Orpheum Theater.
For a what? Night at the Fiercies.
Gross.
But why wasn't this episode called the Fiercy Awards if we're allowed to do it in the episode? Why is this just called the Fierce Awards?
Don't
No
know.
idea. Also, this is the best theater they've ever been to, and I know why.
Gorgeous.
I know why they were allowed to use this theater. So right around this time, they were revitalizing downtown LA because
Oh.
it was not the place to be for a long time.
Okay.
So that's why we keep hearing downtown LA, downtown Los Angeles. They keep going over and over because my husband's family friend was part of that committee to like revitalize, and clearly was like, you can use this theater if you constantly mention that it's in downtown Los Angeles. And they like redone this. This place has like one of the 3 remaining organ pipes in California.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous. This place is so gorgeous.
You could tell it was very beautiful.
Because Sheena cannot contain herself.
Mm-mm.
Every moment she is looking around, mouth agape, eyes huge. She is everyone's excited. Sheena's excited to be here.
Mr. J gets a legitimately great entrance. The rising of the curtain, that was a great moment.
That
He's
was a
gotten
great
a lot
moment.
of good ones this cycle, actually. Good for him.
And then makes the choice
Mm-hmm.
to wear a button-down shirt
Mm-hmm.
that has a clear place for a tie, and then instead ties a scarf and a bow around his neck.
It was like an Anne Rice character goes to the Emmys.
Ooh.
That is incredibly accurate.
Amazing. And then we get Mike Rosenthal in sepia tone, but back in action.
Oh my God. Has he ever looked better? How does
No.
Mike Rosenthal keep getting hotter?
This is the hottest Mark Rosenthal has ever looked, and that is hard because he has looked consistently sexy.
Mhm.
Yeah, a white
He's
t-shirt.
been working out.
All
Those
the difference
shoulders,
too.
I want to lay my little head on those
Mhm.
shoulders.
That Hanes plain tee he's in.
And then when Mr. J says the word fierce in his description of what they're about to do, which we'll describe in a sec, he tries to do double quotation marks, which already feels sarcastic, but he also does one with 4 fingers. So there's a claw hand and a quotation hand. But they're going to be backstage and impromptu moments at a night at the Fiercies. So award show blunders, kind of.
Mr. J delays saying the word fiercy for as long as he possibly can.
Yeah.
He's
Who
like,
can blame?
the Orpheum is the backdrop. Some of you will be posing with hot male models. Mike Rosenthal is here. All before he actually tells them what they're doing. And then it becomes a spiel about how with any award show, there are those unscripted moments that you see and some that you don't see.
So every moment, just every moment.
And then he throws in embarrassing moments. And I was like, oh, embarrassing moments. Because once again, this is where Tyra gives herself free reign to roast the unsuspecting.
Yep. Did anyone else notice the music for Marjorie that happens? Because I Shazammed it.
I did. I said Nutcracker.
Yeah.
Was it Nutcracker?
It's Swan Lake.
Swan Lake.
It is by a band called Sly and Fly and Badman from their album Classical Beats.
Oh.
Which includes The Garage of Figaro, Hide on the Balconies, Eine Kleine House Music, Crawl of the Grouting King, Ode to Roy,
Oh, sure.
Shotgun Wedding March, and Beethoven's Spliff.
I mean, that last one's fun. That last one's fun.
There is a second disc in this album
Oh my
that
God.
contains the same track list, but all in 30-second long versions. So clearly, the team bought this album
Yeah.
and licensed it, and then we're going to hear all of them at some point.
I can't wait for Ode to Roy.
I love that they also made 30 seconds versions both for music and for ringtones. Give me those ringtones, baby. I love Anda and Masha trolling Samantha.
Oh my God.
So funny.
I just want to lay this down right now because for once in this episode, I think Marjorie gets the appropriate amount of praise. She does a great
Yep.
job
She does.
and is like arguably the only model who hits truly the sweet spot of this challenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a dress that is hard to pee in.
No.
This is my biggest problem with this. It either has to be extremely tight or huge like a poofy wedding gown. This had a slit in it. You hike it up and you sit.
Yes.
Or like
I
a
could be in this
romper or
dress.
something. Like something that like has, is that what it is when it's like
Yeah,
the pants
pants.
and the buttons? Yeah,
Mhm.
A
great.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Also, I will say, I like this photo. She looks like if you peed like this in a restroom, I would hate you because that seat is going to be so fucking wet.
Well, that's what she has that little headscarf thing for. She takes a piece off and flushes it right down.
It was the moment where she accidentally flushed the toilet with her heel was really cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
And weirdly, for what's a photo shoot that could be actually embarrassing to do, Marjorie's at her least embarrassed.
Yeah.
This, I do think she got slightly lucky in that this is a clear thing to act.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
opposed to Sam, who
Sam's
gets,
is my one of my two
No,
least
yeah.
favorite things. One of my
Uh-huh.
two least favorite things.
my character is that I was reading cue cards, but the light was too bright, so I was looking away.
When has this ever happened in an award show?
When do award shows use cue cards?
Not,
Also true. They would use a teleprompter, but I would even I would even if they were like, okay, you can't read the cue cards and that's your whole thing, because I've seen, or like you're bad at it, I could see a way of acting that, but if the
or if
lights
she
were too
had
bright,
like a
they
cute
would just
pair of like Susan Sarandon glasses.
that's what I mean for
Yep.
sure.
Little sneakers. Yeah.
That would be fun. Or maybe she's just a presenter who's bad at it. Like, that's fine too. But why is the light bright? Like that, you would fix that. That's not a thing that would accidentally happen.
Well, and this is where I started to get really frustrated with the dichotomy of this episode, because this is clearly a campy photo. Like, Marjorie was just contorting herself to pee, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But both Mr. J and Mike Rosenthal hit this, like, it has to be real. It has to be really real, and you're faking it, and that's not going to work. Make it realer. And I'm like, no, you mean make it extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not real.
Mr. J gives Alina therapy before her shoot.
Forced therapy. Gives or crams it down her throat.
This made me extremely uncomfortable because
Yeah.
this would never happen on a real photo shoot. You would
No.
not talk to a model like this. You would not have her do this. And honestly, Alina was modeling fine.
Yes.
And she had the makeup tier because Anda and Masha or whoever, Sutan or whoever added that was just like, yeah, you're not going to really cry, right? So we're going to give you a glycerin tear thing.
This is like, if you wanted to explain to an alien what an abusive acting coach was, you could just play them this clip.
Yeah.
Mhm. Also, when he describes her as consistently controlled, all I could think was like, consistently controlled sounds very employable.
Yeah. Annalise changes in the middle of her shooting.
So funny. I think they will play this clip of her like doing a couple of different poses, but she really gets into it and really has fun. And honestly, I think this is kind of one of the more like suspiciously tough ones because like this is also not a thing you see. Like you don't have a reference point for this because how often are those like hosts and interviewers
Rude.
mean?
Well, a very specific person, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say this right now because I know what Alexander's alluding to. So there was, when this aired, there was a little like drama about it because Kim Stoltz of Cycle 5 had been doing this sort of work. And Kim thinks that this was a direct reference and knock to her. So she ended up doing a parody video of America's Next Top Model and specifically this episode's elimination. Now, unfortunately, that video I found impossible to find. It was a lot of dead.
I'm sad. I've never seen it.
A lot of dead links. I do remember it from the time and it was funny, but it also is, there's something funny about it to me because if Kim hadn't said that, I don't think anyone would have ever thought that because it's a real general character. So part of me thinks like Kim, like it's a little egocentric of you to assume that, but I don't know what was going on. Maybe her and Tyra had just had like a tiff or something, and that's why she thought that.
It is egocentric, but I could also absolutely believe it.
Absolutely. And what's funny is it really works out for An Lee. Gets such a great photo later.
Mm-hmm.
I also need to point out that Mr. J on set basically says Tyra was wrong to Jocelyn because Jocelyn's like, I should be doing profile. Like, that's what she told me to do. And he's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe 3/4. Please don't do that.
In a photo shoot where she actually could have done profile and it would have made so much sense. He was like, no.
Lauren Bree trips up the stairs in front of a row of unnamed extras
who are
aren't even in the
gasping.
front row, are in the second row for some reason.
Well, they're not award nominees.
Yeah, they're friends. They're just friends of award nominees. And Lauren Bree and McKee eventually both say, the concepts are getting a little harder to grasp. And I'm like, And McKee is, again, consistently determined to take the wind right out of the sails of this show.
Love it.
And she is like, what McKee's thing is like being someone who thought they were going to win but didn't and is angry and upset. And she's like, I don't know how to portray that without being over the top and silly. And I'm like,
Speak more on that.
I just can't believe they keep editing it in, specifically from McKee.
It does feel very much like the editors are on the side of the contestants this cycle.
Yeah.
Which is maybe why it's been a more fun watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, we love Jocelyn and Sheena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they kind of weirdly love everyone and tries to if they have a good moment, the editors are like, well, let's put that in.
Back at the house.
We can't skip over Sheena and Marjorie's booby touching.
Booby time!
Booby time!
Why does Mr. J hate Sheena so much?
Why does everyone?
Yeah.
What did she do?
It's like if once being able to yell hoochie at her is taken away, he's silent on her shoot.
And she's giving what seems like a lot of different poses. And also, this is a time to notice that sometimes not only do they have extras, male models, but also some of them just have the other contestants.
Was Lauren Brie in every fucking photo?
I was about to say, Lauren Brie should have been judged in Jocelyn's photo as well.
Back at the house, Samantha is doing a Rubik's Cube faster than I've ever seen anyone do a Rubik's Cube.
Is she actually trying to solve it?
I didn't say she was solving it. She was doing it.
Yeah.
She was like a soothing motion.
It's a fidget
it's her
spinner.
soother.
I was about to say, yeah, I have a fidget cube. I totally get this energy.
Absolutely. Get some advanced top model math.
Thank
from
you.
Molly.
Do it.
It's 6 down, 8 more. Not quite halfway there. Top model fractions, baby.
Woo! And then we get a bonus word problem from Lauren Brie of the contestants are getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer, and the competition's getting harder and harder and harder. Slimmer is not equal to harder. Those are opposite concepts in the math of top model.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
No, if you see the show, I'm scared of cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
Experience a membership that backs your business journey with American Express Business Platinum. Earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. Plus, enjoy a welcome offer of 200,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
So this is probably the best Tyra photo, right?
It is the best Tyra photo. The video that accompanies it is very confusing because she is at one point feather dusting the doorway. And then at one point she takes the Fiercey Award and like squeezes her boobs around it. It almost looks like she came in to steal someone else's Fiercey Award. And then it's like,
See, this is my conspiracy theory about this photo shoot, which is just that Tyra is attempting to gaslight everyone into thinking that she has been nominated for some kind of award.
Yes, that.
Absolutely.
Were any of you prepared for the hard cut to this panel look?
No. How could you be prepared?
You tell me that Tyra couldn't have been a villain on the original Charmed. This is the level of costuming that the villains got in the later seasons.
Oh my
Kaya
God.
Wright said, "You made me do Jocelyn's hair. I'm not coming back to do yours tonight."
Put that hood on. You've got that one outfit with the hood, and you're using it today, Tyra.
Well, and here's another entry for the top model thesaurus. What's a synonym for theatrical? Hood.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah,
I explained this to my husband. I laid out the Tyra logic of your photo shoot was theatrical. I am theatrical, so I put on a hood. And he was just like stunned.
And specifically called herself Little Black Riding Hood. So not just that I'm wearing a dramatic outfit, but also I'm a parody of a famous children's book character. But I'm like, but this isn't the fairy tale
Why are we
episode.
back in the fairy tale? Why are we back at the good fierce witch?
Also, of all the outfits that you have worn, Tyra Banks, some good, some bad, some great, some terrible, why is this one the one that you need to so fiercely defend and show people the logic of?
Oh
it is
God.
It's not even your worst.
No.
It's weird.
Why was the hood crooked? What was going on the one side of her head?
I don't know. It's so funny. Also, love Mike Rosenthal to death. that collar.
Oh my God.
is
He caught the
swallowing
Nigel
at
Barker
us.
disease.
Yeah. He was like, oh, I'm going to be on panel. I can't wear just my t-shirt. I'm going to wear my big boy shirt.
But Paulina is also wearing a notably terrible blouse.
Yeah.
What was going on with wardrobe today?
And it doesn't end with the judges. Because when McKee walks up, and again, I know I mentioned Charmed a lot, but you tell me that McKee isn't dressed like season 5 Alyssa Milano.
Yes.
That is the perfect Charmed outfit, which is like, that is an outfit, but it's so ugly. This is ugly. I'm sorry. This is an ugly McKee outfit. We have defended the Ren Fair
cookie
realness.
style.
This is not it. And why don't they ever say
don't
anything
know.
about it? She dresses so differently than everybody else.
I don't know. They're scared that she's going to punch him.
Mhm.
I like this photo.
She looks gorgeous in this photo.
Mhm.
And it feels like a caught moment. Like it feels like
It
what they were
does.
going for, right? This idea of like almost just one moment of a real something happening.
And I think her male model does a good job too in actually making it look a little bit more like of the moment.
And they have some chemistry, which is
Mhm.
interesting since we didn't see them interact really during the photo shoot.
It could be a
Yeah.
perfume ad.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren
Ooh,
Bree is in the background
absolutely.
because, of course.
Her collarbones are just stunning.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. It could definitely be a collarbone ad.
I want that one.
Okay, I did the shallowest dive because I got interested when Tyra described this photo shoot as everybody that loses at awards said, we're trying to blah, blah, blah. And I was like, weir's an
This is
interesting
what I'm
choice of
saying.
award or Tyra. So Tyra's been nominated and won a lot of awards. Well, she's won a lot of awards. You guys want to guess? A lot's a stretch, but do you want to guess the 2 awards she has won? And then I'll tell you a notable one that she lost, which is funny after you know the one she's won.
It's definitely for the Tyra show, the Tyra Banks
Was
show.
there a daytime Emmy situation?
Daytime Emmy is one thing she's won, and multiple, it
Yeah.
seems.
Is there like an ESPY situation?
No, but she's won a Teen Choice Award.
Oh,
okay.
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
sure. Yeah.
But she's been nominated for and lost a Kids' Choice Award.
Good.
Tyra's big with the teens, not so much with the kids.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I just think it's funny to be someone who is a Teen Choice Award winner and a Kids' Choice Award loser.
And she was pissed about that one.
No.
Sheena is next. Okay.
They praise her outfit, which
Sheena, you look so
I-
classy today. Fuck you.
And also, I'm sorry, this isn't like, I know why Sheena is dressed like this because she's trying everything in her power to not get the dreaded, like, you are dressing too sexy comment. But this is like a laundry day outfit.
Yes. Okay. Before we talk about the photo, we have to talk about what it's described as. Because Miss J says, you gave it a Shanghai little look of you. You had 2 Asian countries to pick from, and you went with a third option. And it's just like, it put me in this spiral of just all the other things he might have said, because it's Miss J. Don't put Jakarta before the horse. You're Beijing doing well in this competition.
Oh
He's got hell Taipei. You really Hanoi me.
I wish those didn't sound like exact Miss J quotes.
It's inspired.
Oh my gosh. And then for all of that, for all of the weird casual racism, the photo's fully
Yes!
fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Nigel says she
I
looks
don't-
possessed, which I think is ridiculous, especially because when Tyra shows her how she should have done it,
It's the
Tyra does
same.
the exact thing that she does in the photo.
Yeah. Now, do I think that if her eyes were a little bit more cheated, yeah, it might have looked a little bit superior, sure, but I actually think that the way her eyes are gives an emotion to it.
Also, something Mr. J easily could have directed her to do
Uh-huh.
on set.
Well, he doesn't direct her anymore. She's done.
He's had a conversation, and he won't be directing her anymore on set.
But I think the best thing is you get what's happening in this photo.
Also,
Yes.
you get the you just stepped on my dress
Also-
moment.
can we talk about how good her body looks in this dress? This dress that covers her. She's
Well, and
stunning.
she's angled her boobs away from the camera, which is basically the number one thing they've been telling her to do.
And I think Paulina praises her body, right? Her legs, something. I don't know.
Annalie is next.
Oh, and I'm glad they liked Annalie's cute little dress because I'm like, oh, this is how Annalie should dress for panel. And she's got that peace sign, yo.
Mike Rosenthal praises her, and then I retire to my room to write Annalie, Mike Rosenthal / fiction.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Well, someone has to praise Annalie.
Exactly.
Too.
Finally.
It's not even a romantic / fic. It's just the happiness of honesty
It's
from Mike
just
Rosenthal.
a professional scene between a photographer and a model.
Oh, I think what's also really successful for Annalie in this photo is there are so many people in the foreground of this photo, and she is still the star of this photo.
And you could absolutely see this as a lipstick ad, as a jewelry ad, as an ad for the dress. Like
Anda and Masha really did well by her because she looks gorgeous in that color.
she looks really good with her hair up
This
too.
dark makeup.
Which I would have expected the makeup to take so well because she always wears like a peachy kind
Hey,
of
look,
lip.
Lauren Breeze there again.
It's also just one of those things where she really threaded the needle of not going too over the top with it and not being boring in what could be a very sort of standard moment.
You know what I'm very confused by now that I'm looking at it? Why is this a 1920s microphone that she's holding?
They all have little tinges of that, though.
I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
Marjorie's Gloria Swanson head wrap and stuff.
Yeah, I think they were trying to go for like the
Classic
legends
Hollywood.
of awards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyways, she looks great.
To match the theater, I assume.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sam is next. This is not so good.
This is the worst photo of the week, I'm sorry to say, in my opinion.
I would have definitely made it a bottom 2 photo.
Mhm.
And what's odd is it doesn't get a lot of negative feedback.
No, this is also Mike Rosenthal's worst picture.
I mean, the Fiercey Award looks amazing.
That's what I was going to say.
It's a great ad for Fiercey Awards.
It is honestly shocking to me that Tyra never produced a perfume in that bottle.
Right? She didn't own the image.
Mm.
The cue card just saying, welcome to the show is a choice.
That's how award shows start, Alexander. I know you've not seen one before. So they get up and they just go, welcome to the show.
Every time that an award is said and they have to go up to say the nominees at a podium, they say,
Every
welcome
single
to the
time.
show.
Every single time. Yeah, every
Tom
single time.
Model's really
Every
concerned with people's object
single
permanence.
They're always coming back from commercials, Alexander, and they have to remind you what you're doing. And they're like, welcome to the show. Not welcome back, never welcome back. Welcome to the show.
You can't see Sam.
In panel, also, real quick, what is happening with Sam's hair?
Some bobby pins are fighting.
Is there an invisible headband of some kind?
I think this is the episode where on the back of her head there are like 3 very distinct bobby
And a
pins
tiny-
fighting for their life.
A tiny, tiny little ponytail.
Genius one.
I think maybe her hair's grown out just like a little too much for
She
what the
needs to
haircut
pull a
needs to
Joanna and
be.
just cut it herself, and then they'll give her a haircut.
They'll fix it. That's true.
Jocelyn is next. It's not my favorite, but it's also not in profile.
I will say of all of the photos, and I know some of these weren't created equal, but of all of the photos, if I just look at the photos, Jocelyn's is the one that I don't get what's supposed to be
She
happening.
has a headache and she's about to fall down the stairs.
That's the problem. Is she needed to look like Sheena really gave you the emotion that even if you didn't see the foot on the dress at first, you would look at where she was looking. Jocelyn, like I wouldn't have even noticed that she's mad. I almost want her to be like in a huff or something about it.
It looks like the final way you would use this photo is just to cut out the Lauren Brie and friend.
Yeah,
then it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
because it's a good photo of her, but it tells zero story. Because even Sam's, for all the negatives, I did get that she couldn't look into the light ultimately.
Yeah.
But then they make her cry. And it's just because Tyra brings back like profile this and profile that.
Yeah, and why don't you just tell her that she has a nice nose, which she does?
Yeah.
It becomes this whole thing about, you should be hiding your nose. What?
I hated this.
It wasn't. Jocelyn was giving them, from a production standpoint, everything that you could want in a panel. I'm going to reveal and cry and like be vulnerable in front of you. And then they give her the worst feedback.
Oh, you're not Alina. You're not supposed to cry. Get out
Ugh.
of here.
Gross. Marjorie is next.
Marjorie's description of her character was my backup quote. I was someone who needed to urinate but couldn't get out of their gown. It's not wrong.
Nope.
I mean, I guess.
I love that she said urinate.
I do too,
I
because you
love
could see
said
that she was
urinate.
about to say pee and was like, nope, too
Mhm.
casual. Urinate.
Mhm.
The one thing I don't like about this photo is where her eyes are going, because it looks like she's looking at someone and is like, oh,
Oh, see, I like that because to me it was as if we had just opened up the door and she got caught.
but she's not looking where the door is. She's looking in the corner where a demon is.
I disagree.
I like it. I like that it's that sort of like middle distance panicked look you get when you're like in the middle of
Sure.
trying to do something
Yeah.
really annoying.
And I only bring that up because I think this photo is so successful in every other way.
It's so good.
Though she is going to pee on her
It's
dress.
so
so
good.
good.
She will urinate on her dress, but it is gorgeous.
But like, the whole just the curve and the flow of her body positioning is just so impressive to me. I think she looks great. And,
Mhm.
and like Mike Rosenthal says, her face is so relaxed, but she still has the emotion.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good
Yeah.
photo.
Mhm.
Lauren Bree is next.
What was cut out that Lauren Bree looked down at panel before they talked to her? Because when they cut to Lauren Bree, she's just like looking down. It's like, oh, hey. And they're like, what was that? What happened?
The styling team must hate Lauren Bree because she looks like a blow-up doll in
She
this
looks
photo.
exactly like Elizabeth Berkley. Exactly like Elizabeth
Yes.
Berkley.
Yes, that's interesting. I'm going to go on record. Don't care if anyone in the world disagrees with me. This isn't a bad
It's
picture.
fine.
It's strange.
She looks
But I think
photoshopped
She
in.
does.
The thing is strange. And if this wasn't
Mhm.
that photoshopped, then good for her for creating a shape that
And
does
she
look
does
like she
give
fell.
us the emotion. The face is good, I think.
Oh, I agree. I'm
Me
saying the
too.
styling is
Yeah.
suspicious.
Sure. But beyond that, though, from a modeling perspective,
Oh yeah.
like why is this considered bad?
It does look awkward to me. The body does look strange and awkward. And if she had just relaxed just a little bit more, I think it would be a lot better.
I guess I don't mind awkward because
Falling.
Yeah.
This is my
falling.
problem. They made her tip. They kept making her like tip over.
Yeah, they should like instead of relax or slouch more, which is what happens when you get to that moment of falling.
Right. So
Sure.
what she was having to do was like not hurt herself,
Mhm.
but they were making it almost impossible for her to both have that relaxed, oh, you've fallen, you've crumpled, and also catch yourself from actually falling.
She also does the same exact eye thing that Sheena did, but doesn't get called out on it.
Yes.
Mhm. I think also doing this from the side with the stairs completely in profile what made this so much harder because she could have done this like walking down the aisle in a trip
Mhm.
forward kind
Yeah.
of thing. That could have been so fun, but they set her up
Yeah,
literally
there's so
to
many
fall,
different angles
to
you could
fail.
take this photo from that would make more sense.
Yeah. No, it's a fine photo. There is weirdness, but I don't necessarily blame her for how weird it is.
Yeah.
Alina's photo is so boring.
Well, this is the problem. When they prized having a real emotional reaction, when Mr. J made the point of the photo that she had to cry real tears, it totally didn't work. It's not what she had to exaggerate. He had to tell her, do the biggest, ugliest cry you can think of, and then I'll pull you back.
And we don't even get a
Nope.
frame of that.
What we do get is, if that tear was retouched off, it would look like you were
Oh
crying.
my god, it was so rude. that retouching.
That whoosh sound effect?
I do love anytime they show Photoshop in action like that. And I was like, yeah, but also that was makeup. It wouldn't have been Photoshopped out. It wasn't Photoshopped in the first place.
It's not a good photo, but I feel bad for Alina because she did exactly what they wanted her to do. And it's not her fault that it didn't give a good result.
And Sam and her almost have the
Mhm.
exact same setup. And both of those are my two
Yeah.
least successful this week. And I feel like that means
Yeah.
the setup was bad.
Yeah.
And then poor Alina is crying. And asshole Nigel Barker says, instead of comforting her in the slightest, goes, you give off a very steely exterior. Cool.
Mhm.
She's already crying. Like,
Since
you
when,
don't-
though, is being a model having to show emotion in person? When is that a thing?
You will never be called upon to
Well,
do this.
Never.
And then Tyra says that she should have referenced Halle Berry's historic win And I was like, yeah, Alina's never going to muster up that emotion because it was a historic win that Halle Berry was overwhelmed by.
Also, she got dragged
Yes,
for that.
Halle Berry was.
Oh, is that
Yes.
true?
They
Yes.
said like it was like a disgusting display of emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid. Oh.
Anyways, private panel.
Private panel.
They have to choose from all of our fiercey girls who is no longer fierce.
Perfect read, Hannah. Thank you so much for delighting me with that.
Why was Tyra doing this Eartha Kitt impression?
The hood.
I get, and the captions being so
Oh,
fucking
maybe.
liberal with European accent.
Honestly, though, I sort of appreciate the money to be like, you know what? No offense. We're just going to throw it on the continent and let people pick.
Yeah, I get that. I also love that Paulina has learned a new word, and it is makings. Who has the makings? What has the makings? They have the makings. She has the makings.
Who has the makings? She has the makings. What are the makings? Here are the makings. I hate everything about how they talk about Sheena so much.
As always, that's just what they do.
Because now apparently Sheena is Rosie Perez. Paulina, like, I hate this.
And they're talking about Sam, and Paulina starts complimenting Mike, essentially the photographer, even though it feels like she can't remember his name. And then,
Mr. Photographer, that's you.
and then Tyra says, "Just not Sam." And Paulina goes, "Did you hear me say the word Sam?" I was like, "Whoop."
The bitch is implied.
Ooh, boy. I do like this interesting moment where Nigel Barker tells Miss J of, like, they were talking about Jocelyn's, like, wearing the same outfit. Nigel goes, "Miss J, you would have thrown a glass of red wine on her." And Miss J goes, "With a smile." And I was like, we never see this little friendship. That was a interesting little moment.
This is a fun private panel for
Yeah.
Miss J, generally speaking. I think Paulina is correct in a way about Alina. I don't agree with the let go of control, but I do think that Alina is probably too easily embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's worried about humiliating herself, which on this show, I mean,
Yeah, you gotta let go of that one.
who can blame? Mike Rosenthal can smile. Who knew?
Looks fantastic.
And then,
We get a glimpse of Nigel's chest rub, which I did not need in my life.
oh, I missed. Is he Harry?
Yeah.
Yep. He is now. I wonder
He
if
is
at the
now.
start of the show he was like shaving, and by the time we're at cycle 11, he's just letting it all curl out.
There is nothing more fun to me than any celebrity that can have a hairy chest that sometimes has it and then sometimes doesn't, and you get to see like the style choice like over time morph and change, because it always starts with shaven, and then one day
Oh
you're
my
like, I
God.
don't need this anymore.
No.
I don't need this anymore.
This transition out of panel is maybe the most nonsensical thing because
And yet-
perfect. But Tyra says, and the winner isn't, and then the first name we're gonna get is the winning photo.
Right.
Yes. But I did think of all of the many, many Tyra puns we've had, and the winner isn't was really a
Sure.
fun one.
Like anytime the pun just does make sense,
You're giving a pass.
I'm thrilled. I'm
Mhm.
thrilled.
Call out order. Marjorie first. Obviously.
Correct. And loved her deep back leotard top.
Mhm.
Marjorie looked good
Yeah.
this panel.
Annalise second. Yeah.
Mhm.
McKee third, which is surprising from the critique.
Yes, but I don't disagree.
Yeah, I think a third placement's great, but also again very surprised.
This is then Sam with this is where I saw the rat tail, and I was shocked by the rat tail and shocked by the placement of this photo.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Then Alina, okay, then Jocelyn, leaving Sheena and Lauren Bree in the bottom.
Neither one I would have put in the bottom.
No,
Neither one.
no.
I can sort of, if I twist myself enough, make an argument for Lauren Bree in that she is still boring.
Sure.
I just think her photos have been so excellent early on, and this isn't bad.
Yeah,
No.
I agree. I think your actual bottom two is Sam and Alina.
What I find
Hard agree. Hard
interesting
agree.
is both of those bottom twos, which I agree with Sam and Alina, they had kind of the same problem, quote unquote, with Sheena and Lauren Bree of looking too far, and Sam and Alina bad setup on stage. Not a good photo.
And you two are polar opposites of each other, actually. Lauren Bree is high fashion and beautiful. And Sheena, you're here.
Sheena, you've got a good personality.
It makes me so mad, especially when Sheena gets to stay, but Tyra has to be like, this is a disappointment, Sheena.
Like, it was a good photo. It was fine.
I was a little bit surprised by just how big Sheena's reaction was, because it was like getting close to Claramy vibes of yore. It didn't get there, but I was just surprised because to me, I'm getting the vibe that Sheena's over this. Because it just seems like she doesn't want to be here anymore. And there was part of me that, like, understandably so, I mean. And there was part of me that was like, Sheena, do you really want to stay that badly?
I think it's more that Sheena, like, you remember how when Sheena got called out earlier than when she thought she was going home and she gave that same reaction? I think she is so confused why they keep her here. And so
because she's not getting the feedback.
So that reaction is, what the fuck? Lauren Bree, who like has taken good photos.
Interesting.
It didn't seem to me as like Claramy's woohoo or whatever.
Again, I would never. But I guess you're right. Now I'm thinking about it. If you were Sheena and you were in the bottom two with Lauren Bree, who for the most part has gotten nothing but praise in top photos, you'd be like, I'm going home. This is it. Yeah.
Lauren Bree, this is the weirdest part of this whole exchange, though, is when Tyrus...
Her exit is bizarre. I love this.
Tyrus says, why do you think you're going home? And Lauren Bree says, well, because you guys don't see my personality, but I have lots of friends at home, so...
She says, which is unfortunate for you.
Which is unfortunate for you. And she addresses and makes eye contact with every member of the panel. And I was like, no, I love you. Stay.
But also, does she secretly hate everyone?
Yes.
Because instead of hugging the fellow contestants, she goes from the runway, bye girls, good luck.
Yes.
Part of me...
Well, her friend went home last week. We know that.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks that she was just so surprised and upset that she just needed to get out of there.
Yeah.
Because I can see me doing that. I can see me being like, no, I'm done.
Well, and from the... this is unfortunate for you. I feel like she didn't want to cry in front of the judges.
Sure.
I agree.
Tyra's comeback to that whole statement, though, was, but it's not just about relating to the people in our circle. When you want to be in the public eye, it's about relating to more than just that. Okay, give me a hug.
I do think it's strange, also fascinating, that we go from Tyra will not hug to it's always Tyra's idea to hug.
Tyra is just hug dominant. That is who
she will not
is.
simp for a hug. Lauren Bree's exit continue when she's her confessional out of her being like, I'm fun, I'm great, my friends like me, fuck this.
I kind of love it.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
You know what? I hate Europe and America. Bye. So her name is Lauren Bree Harding, and she mostly goes by just Bree Harding now.
I like that.
It's a great name, and that's her on IG, Bree Harding. And the only top model person that currently follows her is Samantha, but she has a private account with like 14,000 followers, so I couldn't even take a look at that. There isn't a lot on Bree Harding, except for the fact that if you do search for that name, you're going to see a lot of modeling shots. Sure. Google Images will give you a lot of stuff. There'll be some model profiles and stuff like that. There is a really interesting and extremely short, like minute and a half long clip when she got interviewed on the Tyra Banks show. And I will say this, she looks great. She looks stunning. A lot of these Tyra Banks interviews, like they give them really nice makeup and hair and stuff. So she looked good. The only thing she's asked about in this interview clip is her friendships with Clark and Isis. And Tyra, I'm not going to actually say what Tyra said because it gets a little rough. Because Tyra's like, that's interesting that you say the two people you're closest with are Clark and Isis because they had a conflict and you describe yourself as, me talking to Lauren Bree, as very conservative and all this, that, and the other, which I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense with the Clark thing, but that's technically new information for us. And she was like, so, what's this friendship with Isis about? And she describes that a little bit more and why it should be controversial for Lauren Bree, and it is not a good look on Tyra. Lauren Bree says, oh, I love Isis. She's a beautiful girl inside and out. Sorry, beautiful woman.
Oh.
And I was like, Because when she had said that sorry, I was like, uh-oh. But then she like actually made it better. I was like, oh, and that's the whole thing. She's like, yeah, I'm friends with them both. And I was like, good for you, Lauren Bree. Not so much like good for you, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you overcame your conservative ways to be friends with someone different than you. More so just like, good answer.
Yeah.
But that's all I could really find on Bree Harding.
I mean,
That's
it's
consistent
with her presence on the show.
Truly. I remembered her photos being good and didn't remember anything about her. And that is how I leave her.
I remembered her like famously being one of those people that starts off really well and then goes down, almost in a Cycle 6 Nana situation.
Yeah.
But Nana had so much story.
And 2 Johns and not Johns. Yeah.
Yeah, we still remember, but we'll not remember anything except for Lauren Bree's, specifically her beat shot and her ladder shot were just
for me, it's the pool shot. With the swan hand.
Also true. But again, she had one of the best early portfolios.
Yeah, possibly of all time.
For not even making it overseas.
Yeah. And even this photo wasn't that bad. The one she got sent home.
Oh, and there's one more thing. So a listener DM'd me, Alan, thank you, Alan, and sent a bonus clip that is still on YouTube. And it's one of those behind the scenes. We didn't do any editing of it. So it's like, if you ever want to see what it's really like when they're filming a reality TV show, it's kind of like that, you know, there's no music, there's no editing. And it's Lauren Bree and Alina talking, and they're clearly made up for the ladder shoot. And there's a reason we didn't hear Lauren Bree talk a lot, because she babbles about nothing. And it's worth the clip just to see Alina try to like steer the conversation somewhere. And I think they were and she does have that affectation of saying like a lot in the middle and end and start, you know, of sentences, which I'm not criticizing, but also maybe didn't make for the best talking heads. But anyway, I did. So thank you, Alan, for sending that, because Alan's message was just, I think I figured out why you didn't get to hear a lot of Lauren Bree.
But if you like hearing a lot from us, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing you, your hot takes, your iced tea. Don't forget to leave a review if you can, or follow. Do all those things, you know, like follow, subscribe, smash the like.
Oh, smash it.
Tyra Mail. That's right. You asked for it, and we're going to deliver another mailbag episode. And this time, instead of just announcing it on social media, we're announcing it as part of the podcast. So any and all of you can send us mail for this mailbag episode. Now, y'all, you tell me, Alexander, Hannah, what kind of stuff are we looking for? What kind of thoughts, what kind of takes make for a good mailbag?
Love to chime in on a conspiracy theory that we have not touched on.
Love. I mean, to be honest, I love hearing compliments about me. Send those in.
I also love a good, when you did your own deep dive.
Yes.
We have some folks who, you know, did different ideas for other seasons and different, like, taking our stuff and ranking them.
Any questions you have about our process? If you have behind the scenes making of the podcast tea or tips for budding experts for Alexander, because he's the one who actually knows.
Yeah, I'll take those. I'll take those about like that kind of stuff. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a professional.
And also just discussion questions, which are really fun. Something you want to know our thoughts about that we haven't talked about, because since we do it episode by episode, we don't get to do as many big general topics.
You can send all of those to podleadum.com. Those, and we'll start grouping them and taking a little peek at what y'all are sending in. So send those in and stay alert for our next mailbag episode. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Reach out to me on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And don't forget to use the hashtag PodLeadum anytime you tweet about us so that we can see it. And, you know, I realize I need to start retweeting. I know I have like 5 followers, but like I feel like I'm going to start retweeting some goodies. We're getting so many sweet things lately.
Sweet tweets.
Sweet. For PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.